Hi everyone, today I want to discuss using a very simple method for counter trend trading, and the method is called divergence, bullish and bearish divergence. So this is what we're going to discuss today. So counter trend trading, as many of you may know, is going against an established trend, whether it be intraday or whether it be daily chart or a weekly chart. Okay, these are different styles of trading, but I'm just going to cover the overall gamut of what this particular strategy is, and it does fall within a counter trend trading strategy. And once again, as I mentioned before, this is called divergence trading. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set this up. I'm going to show you how easy it is. And it seems so easy that many of you out there may be very skeptical, but follow along. And I want you to also look at the strategy. Okay, whether you're trading real money or not trading real money, obviously that's irrelevant. I just want you to look, see if you can find these strategies on charts, and then follow along and see what happens. They don't always work. For those of you who are not sure of what kind of charting system, we're going to use MT4 today. So go ahead and download MT4 if you don't have that. You can download it from most brokers, but I will go ahead and put a link in the description below, so you can just click and get a demo account, and you can open up this MT4 account, which shouldn't take more than a few minutes to set up. Okay, everyone, so let's get started. We're going to discuss positive and negative divergence. So let's get to it now. Let's start off with MT4, how to install. So let me delete so I can do this once again. So the link is going to be below on the MT4. You're going to get this when you download, minus these moving averages that I put in. Okay, so let's go ahead. We are going to click insert. We are going to click indicators, custom and OSMA. Once you do this, you press OK. And then you're going to see these squiggly lines, and you're probably going to wonder what the heck are these things. And you can play around with them. I don't personally touch the numbers there, the inputs, so to speak. The only thing I can touch that I think makes sense is the colors here. Let's just put yellow. If you want to make them kind of bigger, you go ahead and make them bigger, whatever. I'm just going to change color right here. That is your OSMA, which is necessary to go ahead and use this indicator. Now let's hunt for some divergence. So before we do that, I just want to explain. Contrarian indicator is an indicator where you are moving against the trend, and because of that, you want to be more careful with your leverage. You want to make sure that you are decreasing your amount of leverage that you would if you had, let's say, a trend trade. Okay, because trend trades are safer, in my opinion, than contrarian trades. But let's get to this. If for some reason you do like these type of trades, let's get to this. This is the euro dollar, okay? And we're gonna look at the weekly chart. It's not gonna matter which chart we're looking at, because you can find these on anywhere. But this is just a good indicator of a divergence trade. So we have momentum on the OSMA. It's beginning pretty substantial. These bars measure direction, which means the energy involved in the movement of the price action. Okay, so pretty aggressive move down with volume, pretty big bars. Tapering off of volume, as you see here, tapering off of momentum, I should say, and we have a little correction up and then a move down, and that showed here. But overall, if you look at the OSMA, you're looking at the momentum here, you will see that we are slowly decreasing over time, okay? Even though the price action was a little choppy, the price action is coming down, but it's decreasing in momentum. This is letting traders know the move may just indeed be coming to an end. However, trend traders need more than that to exit. So here we get to the end of the road for the bears. Where is the entry on this divergence trade, which this would be a bullish divergence trade, and we would be looking for a move to the upside? Where would we get in? I mean, that's probably the first question. You're like, okay, I see this. Where do I enter? There's really no right or wrong exact entry, but you want to get in as close to the end of the move as possible. What I like to do is I like to see some kind of a bottom pattern taking place, as you can see here. Now, obviously, that was a big move up here. It's on the weekly, and then it got slammed down when we hit the moving average, which is typical of the first move. We come up first, we hit, we get smacked down, and then, you know, you're kind of just feeling it out. So it really depends. Now, again, it's such a long-term chart, but let's just pretend this is a 30-minute chart or an hour chart. You know, we can take this trade and just kind of wait till it moves up to a certain level and then just trade off of there and exit. Or we can wait for the big one. We can wait for that big break, and when the breaks come on these trades, a lot of times the opposite direction of the trade they will get slammed, they will get toasted, and that's what happened here. So when you see these long-term contrarian trades setting up where it's just slowly ending the momentum, and you can just see we're just slowly making moves down here. Then you had the stop run here, okay, but that's still kind of, you know, they were still playing games, it was consolidating, and then boom. That's a textbook beautiful trade, and this is something that you want to acknowledge, and you will see this over and over again occur. Don't just take your first divergence trade. Just go ahead and observe. Okay? Figure out what may happen, observe it, and that's how you're going to learn in this game. If we jump to, let's say, the daily chart, now this is, remember, this is, it's 4:45 here, and it's the 9th of December. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is because the volume is slowing down. I'm trading a lot less. So I have extra time making a video. So right here we see negative divergence. We see momentum here very low. We saw price action continuing to the upside, but really getting weak here. Are we going to see that slam to the upside in a stop run? We could very well see that. We don't know when it's going to come. That's why I said it earlier, but a contrarian trade, decrease the leverage as a rule of thumb if you are going to even participate in these type of trades. So momentum here. We may very well see a reversal come in the euro. Hard to say. Possibly in time when FOMC comes next week. Could be. Don't know. But before then, these shorts may get slammed first. So that's where you have to really be cautious. Remember, low volume December, FOMC, they can really slam the market if they wanted to. Banks, whoever you want to say they, big traders, hedge funds, whatever, right? Okay, let's go to, what else we got here? Oh, here's one. Spotted this before. Bullish divergence, but a little bit of a different trade here. We have the divergence, okay? Momentum subsiding, momentum aggressive. We had that first move up, which was fairly aggressive. You see, boom, they got slammed, then came down, which is perfectly normal. Now look, a higher low. We didn't make new lows here. Remember the last trade that we were just looking at? This is positive or bullish divergence. We just continued to grind lower. It was a trend. Not there. 4-hour chart. Okay, so as I was saying, positive divergence here. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. Higher low. Entry would be in this area. See, that's another thing. People say, oh, enter here, stop there. Let's just say you wanted some sort of an idea of where the stop would be. Well, we can come in between this low here and where we made the low here. If we come in between, you would not have got stopped here. So you just have to kind of use your risk appetite. Use that to establish where you're going to put your stop. If you're going to put your stop, okay? Do we recommend it? I mean, unless you know exactly how much you can risk, so on and so forth. And I mean, at some point you want to say, hey, I got to get out if for some reason you're, quote, not using a stop. But for the most part, you want to put that stop in, great, and the move up. So this is a different kind of divergence is my point. Okay, because we made the move up and then we are looking for a higher low. Now sometimes we come back down and we make a nice double bottom. That becomes a different kind of a chart pattern. But if we did come down and we made that double bottom down here and we still had this divergence set up, that would also be an deal long. Okay, so we had an example of positive divergence. Okay, this, in my opinion, is negative divergence, but I'd like to see a little bit going on here. It's just a tiny little touch, but that could play out coming into next week. And I haven't rehearsed or looked at much over here, but I want to show you something here. Now, this is interesting. 1 hour chart, absolute negative divergence, beautiful trade. So you would then look here. As we subside, you would then take the short, and that was a beautiful short. In fact, I participated in this trade this week, okay? I participated in the momentum play on the pound right here, okay? This was not something I held on. It was just a quickie. I didn't like the fact that it really wasn't making its way to the downside. It was very weak. So I got out. Sure enough, we moved up, and I believe I even took a long there. And then smack down, okay? And these are news trades here that you have to know when the news is with Forex. All right, so let me not diverge too much away from the reason we did this video, which is to explain a very simple concept. Divergence trading, which is a contrarian trade, and just wanted to summarize, give you some ideas, some thoughts to think about, to look for, to start to educate yourself on what could happen. Now, this can be helpful if you are also in a trend trade. You can look at the trend and you can say, okay, it may be time to exit soon because divergence is building. So it's not just for a contrarian trade. You can use it either way. It's just good to know and understand how the markets work and how momentum works. So at any rate, I hope this helped. Once again, for those of you that want to download this, just download a demo. Okay, go to the link below. I do use this, however, to place my trades. I do not place my trades through MT4. So I'll just use this for the chart because it's just so easy. And out of habit, I just don't want to start changing platforms. Okay, there's a lot of good brokers out there. But if you want an MT4 broker, I'll put it down there, the ones that I recommend. But regardless, this is just more for charting. Literally, you can place your trade in interactive brokers or whatever broker you have through a mobile. Place the trade, great, and use this charting, whatever. Hope this helped and gave you some excitement towards the possibilities of predicting a contrarian trade. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Channel's been around for a while. It's about time to wake this the heck up. Ciao.